evaluating your website, just kind of analyzing those things. So if you take this and you kind of analyze each of the things, then you can identify, sorry, I don't know, I'm like losing my voice. You can identify which area is weak and where you have the most opportunity for improvement.
So Karen, let's be really clear again. The 4 Ps at Dealer Synergy is the way that you set up a internet department or BDC in 4 areas. We've all heard the phrase before that, you know, how do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time, right? I mean, like, I don't eat elephant, but if I did, it would be like 1 bite at a time. So again, there's so many different moving parts. I hear this all the time. Castle, we said there's so many moving parts, so many moving parts. So how do you build an internet department or BDC on the 4 Ps? Your products, your people, your process, and your promotions. How do you also evaluate what's broken, what's not working, or how to fix it, or how to get more, how to do more, be more, and achieve more? It's by using the 4 Ps. Karen, go ahead, just jump in.
Yeah, and the other thing I want to point out, in my opinion, I think that the people quadrant is the most important. Dealership down the road, that's the same exact products that you have. They're doing the same exact thing. You know, you're forced to have the same website, right? Because you know you have the same. Brand.
Louder, girl.
You're forced to have the same website. You may purchase the same third-party lead source providers that are giving you the same leads as the person down the street. So how do you differentiate yourself? It's definitely with your people. You're never going to have the same exact people. So make sure that you're investing in them and recruiting the right people, right, Sam?
Let's talk about that for a second there. You know what I mean? Because that's a really big thing that most dealers don't get. Most dealers think that people are liabilities and are expenses. That's the dumbest shit that I've ever heard. Quote me, hashtag dumb shit Sean says, okay? Sean says that what you said is dumb shit. Is that, again, if you think about it, the only thing different between your Chrysler dealership and another Chrysler dealership, it's not a Ferrari, it's not where there's limited production and it's a rare vehicle. People need to get to work. So they pick your car so they can get to work. You know what I'm saying? Or they got to drop kids off at daycare, they got to go to the grocery department. What's different from your Chrysler store and your Chrysler store? It's the people in your organization. So I would agree, if you had to turn and prioritize, you know, the 4 Ps, what's the most priority 4 P? It's the people aspect, the right people. You want to talk about that a little bit as far as the good to great concept, or no?
I think we dive into that later on.
Okay, we're good.
Further here. Yeah, just wanted to do just kind of an overall assessment of how you can SWOT your department.
I'm going to go closer so you can hear her.
You have the clicker?
Yes. So I'm getting the clicker. And stay up here so I can get the periscope so they could hear you. You have leadership?
Sure. So we're going to just talk about leadership as a whole. So if you turn to page 21. Thank you. 21 in your workbook. It's the whole captain of the ship concept, that you are the captain of the ship. You are leading the ship to whatever goals you're trying to fulfill, and if you don't lead it in the right direction, it's just going to kind of go wherever it wants to go, and you're not going to get the desired results that you're looking for. If you look under the caption here, the integration of a range of experiences over a set period of time. This is actually something that one of our people put together. Chris Bell put this together, and he just listed out a bunch of different concepts here that are imperative as far as maintaining a really good leadership role.
So you're going to read them out? So classroom style coursework, coaching, mentoring, reflective journaling, goal setting, assessments of key development needs, evaluation of achievements goals. Now, can you just talk about the graphic for a second? It's pretty visual, but like it was your request that you wanted that.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Titanic? That's like my favorite movie. So I always just think of that, just kind of like at the end, how he's like, you know, he's going to take this like a man and going down with the ship. So I just think about that as a department as a whole, again, just driving it in the right direction. And I think this guy even has a tie on. Maybe it's orange, right? So yeah, again, I mean, this is your baby. This is up to you. You take it where you want it to go.
Real specifically, there's not a lot of people that are in the departments that actually take that mentality. This is my department. You know, again, if I was an internet director and all my appointment setters just walked out, I can't go, sorry, boss. You can't turn around and be successful. I'm gonna be the only coordinator. I'm a 30-car average salesperson, and I don't have to do product presentation, demo, and drive delivery. So my mentality is that if I have to make every damn phone call myself, every appointment, and get these people to show up, then I've got to do whatever I got to do as the director. And that's the mentality that we have to have as directors, is that we are the ultimate person responsible for our situation, not our employees, not the manufacturer, not the weather, not Barack Obama, and damn sure not ISIS or any other distractions that are on TV right now. We have to take ownership and responsibility that these are our main focus points.
We're actually going to skip ahead to just some of there's some rating that you could do on pages 22 to 23, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory, and we are kind of behind here a couple minutes. But we're going to just go into some books that Sean and I really like, that we've read, and we would suggest that you pick up. I know Stacy said that 7 Habits of Highly Effective People had a really huge impact on her life personally and professionally. That's one of my favorites for sure. The book Good to Great, and another amazing book. I've read it like 4 times or listened to it. I like to put the audio CDs on in the car when I'm driving. What else? The Millionaire Next Door, Purple Cow, Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Secret. Has anyone in here read any of these books? You have more, right?
Good. Let me go
Which
through
one?
this.
7 Habits.
You are reading 7 Habits?
I love the fact that the audience is grabbing pictures. We'll give you this PowerPoint. Well, I'm going to turn and upload the PowerPoint. I still want you to take notes, though. I still want you to take notes. Take pictures, too. Hashtag it. Decide, you know, go
Yeah,
ahead
on the
and
bottom of page 23 too, there are some listed there.
But let me read them out loud because Karen can't see all the stuff. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, The Secret from Rhonda Byrne, Rich Dad Poor Dad. These are my favorite books right up here. We've got the Book of 5 Rings by Miyamoto Musashi. It's strategy. It's an advanced strategy book. And then we've got Machiavelli, The Prince, The Art of War from Sun Tzu, the 48 Laws of Power, which is debatable, but I like some of the concepts in there. The Millionaire Next Door, Good to Great, Who Moved My Cheese. This is exactly about what Gus was saying about evolution. That's a car guy book, car girl book. It's only like 50 pages. It's really simple. It's got pictures and everything. We should read it real quick. That's a joke. Okay, so we got Purple Cow, and then we've got, Karen loves the book, Dale Carnegie's
How to Win Friends and Influence People.
So these are recommended reading. You know what changes for people every day? The books that we read. Here's what's sad, because you guys know I'm a best-selling published author, that my publisher told me, this is like a kick in the throat, right? Sean, just to let you know, the average American reads less than 1 book a year. Sad. But like Jim said, average is where, suck starts. It's the leader that sucks. What you want to be able to do, that's one of the biggest things that you could do to change and enhance your situation. I'm telling you this. That's the key right there. It's what you influence yourself with. It's what you read. If you don't like reading, if you got dyslexia, it's okay. Get the audio CD, Audible, audio CDs. Fair enough? Karen, continue, sorry.
So now we're going to actually get into mindset, because the most critical element of an internet department is our mindset and the way that we think. I don't know if you mentioned our background with Franklin Covey. Did you?
Briefly, you could go into it though.
I know Sean mentioned that we were partnered, obviously, with Franklin Covey, but we've been facilitating the 7 Habits for over 7 years now. So it's something that we hold really dear to our hearts, and we put these principles and practices into play, and they've made such a dramatic effect and have impacted our lives.
To the point that we actually made our children read the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. So
the reason why I bring that up is because we're going to actually refer to what Franklin Covey calls the maturity continuum. And that is in your workbook on page 24. And there's 3 different types of mindsets that you can have. Can someone define for me the meaning of dependent? What does it mean to be dependent?
Depends on someone else to be giving you whatever it is that you need.
Right.
So you can't
So to like rely on
other people.
Okay. Yeah. Very good. Thank you. So to be dependent. So if you have a dependent mindset, you depend on the other people around you, and as a manager, to have that mindset is horrible. You're basically depending